everyone, I'm here with Soraya and we're going to be doing her face today using the Too Faced Power of Makeup palette only, and I'm also going to be using that palette for the contour as well, and highlight and blush. So everything but her lips, eyelashes, and brows and mascara is going to be with the new Too Faced Power of Makeup palette by Nikki. And we're just going to get started here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to primer Soraya's face. This is the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. Just going to add a little bit to her finger, and she's going to rub that all over her face. Step 2 is the foundation. We're using Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup in the 5.5 shade. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit on the foundation brush, rub that all over her face, and then we're going to blot that in with the Beauty Blender. Next step is to use the concealer as a part of just bringing your face out, accentuating your features. So we're going to be using the Naked Urban Decay Skin Concealer. This is Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This is fair neutral, so it's actually a pale. You want to use a pale color.
For olive skin tone.
For olive skin tone. Any lighter color than your usual skin color. Wipe your lip off. And now we're just going to blend in the concealer using a Beauty Blender. The next thing we're going to do with Soraya's face is bake her face. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Finishing HD powder, and it's just a white powder that looks like this.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
My head is going down.
Turn marks. Here, here, there. The next thing we want to do is we're going to
Contour.
do contour. We're going to use the Too Faced palette.
Too Faced.
Too Faced palette. This is Too Faced The Power of Makeup by Nikki Tutorials. And this has everything you need in it. I'm actually going to use this for the contouring. Down here at the bottom we have Chocolate Soleil, Champagne Truffle, and then we got some blushes here. To contour, I'm going to be using this Chocolate Soleil on her face. We're going to do it to contour the nose first. I'm going to get a little bit on the brush, both sides of the brush, and tap off the excess.
It smells so good.
Look down. Down.
My face smells like candy and rainbows. Why does it smell like that? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Use the beauty blender.
I recommend the smell.
Turn.
And then you have to bake under this too.
Look at me. Look at me. For the next part of the video, we're going to use any kind of face powder. I'm going to be using this Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Pressed Finishing Powder. It's just a lighter colored powder. And then I'm going to use a brush like this that's flat topped because we're going to want to pat that into her face. And also we want to make sure that we're at the same time brushing off the bake and blending in the contour. The next thing we're going to do is the blush and highlight. Again, using the Too Faced Power of Makeup palette, I'm going to be using a blush brush to blend these two colors together to create a two-tone blush color for her cheeks, or the apples of her cheeks. Next is the highlight. I'm going to use the highlight that's in the same palette down here. It's called Champagne Truffle, and I'll be using a beauty blender to apply the highlight to the upper cheekbone and tip of the nose. Turn. Other side. I'll blend.
Highlight though.
And then
Mom, that's called doing the most.
the next thing we're doing is eyebrows. I'm going to only be using the dip brow this time. This is for more of a subtle look on your brows, a more natural look. This is Ardell Dark Brown. It comes with a brush that looks like this, so you'll want to use this top brush to brush the hairs, and then the bottom brush to use as a filler. And basically you're just going to do it and mimic the lines of actual hairs, because this is a really thin, sharp brush. So we're just going to be doing lines like this, and then as we come out we're going to kind of tilt the brush more that way, and then I'm going to fill it all in and add a brow gel at the top. Face the camera more.
Who's Tony? Who's Tony though?
Friend from high school.
She said you should totally do my makeup when I come over. Makeup Yoda, LOL. Is that the mom of the little girl?
It's the aunt.
The aunt of the little girl?
Mm-hmm.
So her mom isn't with them?
So was with her grandma.
Oh. Oh, them eyebrows is popping, Mom.
Next, I'm going to be using a brow gel just to coat the brows and keep them in place. I'm also going to be adding a concealer below and above the brows to define them. The next step I'm going to do is the eyeshadow, and I will be using the, for transition color, Painkiller first, and then I'm going to start at the corners of the eyes moving forward and use the Makeup and Chill. Before we begin applying the eyeshadow, you want to use some sort of a primer. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is the original kind. Basically what you want to do is get any kind of applicator and you're going to apply that to the entire lid area. Alright, now we're going to do the eyeshadow.
You guys just love helping people.
Starting with painkillers. Painkiller. Painkillers. Well, I guess that's what it is. Or called. We're going to add the transition color. Starting at the end of the lid and coming forward. And that's going to go more of in the middle of the eye and up into the brow bone. One thing you also want to keep in mind is as you're doing all shadow, you always want to apply more pressure towards the bottom and then lessen up the pressure of the brush as you go up to the top, kind of creating a faded look. And I learned that from Nikki tutorials as well, as with most things. Next thing I'm going to do is apply this Makeup and Chill. This is just a darker toned neutral color, and then I'm going to let Soraya choose her lid color. I think we should do Frosted Yum.
I think so too.
This one's going to start here at the very end again, and we're going to come forward and concentrate more into the crease of the eye or into the socket of the eye. Again, more pressure closer to the lid, and as you go up, you're just going to get lighter and lighter. Come close. I need you to look towards the camera.
actually looks really good.
Of course.
Of course.
And we're going to come in with whatever color you want to use for the lid.
I think Frosted Yum is good.
The one that I'm going to use is the Frosted Yum, which is this silver shimmery color here at the top. I'm going to apply that to the lid. Another thing that you can do is wet your brush a little bit. Where's that setting spray? It was right here. I'm going to just use a setting spray and lightly mist my brush. And this should make it a lot bolder. Come forward, please. Face the camera. Much better. You really want to try to use mostly patting motions. Just kind of depends on how the eyeshadow's working for you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Got some fallout making you sneeze?
Yes.
I'm also going to use the Frosted Yum here in the corners of the eye. And this highlights the eye. You just want to blend that up into it. The next step in the eyeshadow is we're going to line the bottom lash lid or line. I'm going to come back to the Makeup and Chill, the dark chocolate brown. And come here and look up, and look that way, look up. We're just going to start here and come forward. And we're just going to basically line that lower lash. The last thing I'm going to do is the brow bone. So I'm going to pick the ivy here at the corner to accentuate the brow bone.
You can see that excess.
Come here. Let them see what I'm doing. Last but not least, we're going to do the liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to show you how to do a wing. This is the Too Faced Sketch Marker. You're So Too Faced. Best eyeliner ever. So we're going to do something different this time. Turns out Sari was actually right on the eyeliner. We're going to do the wing first, the line, and then we're going to go back and cover the lid. So you just want to make a line. You're going to start at the corner of the eye. They can't see. Sit up, kind of. And we're going to make a line. Now that I've got my line, I'm going to bring that down, and I'm going to finish the rest of the lid. Look straight. That's fine. Just look, baby, because your eyeliner, your eye is crinkling when you're closing it. You can't move your eyeballs around. Just figure out where you're going to look and look. God, this ain't working. Okay, so the liner's done, and all that's left to do is mascara and whatever lip color we're gonna do, and then we're going to use a setting spray. You can also buy this at anywhere. This is e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. It's a setting spray. You just spray it on your face. It makes your makeup last all day through sweat and everything. So Soraya's gonna finish our makeup look, and we'll be back to show you the finished look.
So I done my mascara and my lip color, and for my lip color I used the Melted Matte lip color in the color It's Happening. It's just a really bright pink, as you can see. And then for my mascara I used this Essence Plump No Clump mascara from Target, and this is just what it is. And so yeah, this is the finished makeup look.